Revelation 2:8 says, "To the angel of the church in Smyrna write, These are the words of him who is the first and the last, who died and came to life again." According to this text, was it the first and the last who died? Was the first and the last the God nature or the human nature of Yeshua? Was it the human nature which died? If the first and the last isn't the human nature of Yeshua, then how can you claim the human nature of Yeshua died? If the first and the last is the God nature of Yeshua, wouldn't this mean the God nature died? Is this what you believe? Put simply, how can you at the same time claim that the first and the last is the God nature of Yeshua, but that the God nature of Yeshua didn't die, when you know that the first and the last clearly died? This question was designed to make Trinitarians think critically about their beliefs. Phrases applied to more than one person in separate applications never, I repeat never, mean those ones are the same homoousios in being. It simply means that the phrase can be applied to both for different reasons according to context. We can't make up our own reasons to accommodate a desire and presupposition. What did it mean for Yahweh to be called the first and the last? A key to the meaning can be found in Isaiah 41:4, which says, "Who has done this and carried it through, calling forth the generations from the beginning. I, the Lord, with the first of them and with the last. I am He." After Yeshua became the firstborn from the dead, wasn't the same authority to call forth generations conferred to Him when He was given authority to resurrect the dead and give life to them? Did this make Him the one God, or mean He was given authority by the one God? Admittedly, there may be more ways to understand how and why both Yeshua and His Father are the first and the last, respectively, in separate applications, of course, some more of which I've explored in a video I will link below. They're also both the first and the last of their respective kinds. There is one God, the Father, and one Lord, God's Son. It wouldn't make sense to lop either into the substance of the other, or to say the one God is also the one Lord, or that the one Lord is also the one God. And 1 + 1 is 2, people. 1 + 1 is not 1. And 1 + 1 + 1 is also not 1. Also, it certainly makes no sense to say a God who cannot die did die. So when the first and the last died, it cannot mean anything but that the first and the last doesn't mean the one God who cannot die when applied to the Messiah. He has to be that, as with so many other names and phrases, it has to be that this designation can be shared by more than one individual in separate applications and fulfillments. And why does it have to mean that? Because if the first and the last means one has to be the one God, then the first and the last wouldn't be able to die.